Hi, folks. This is a recording of the competition that was held Monday. I don't even remember the date, September 26th, our first competition of the season. So I'm going to see if I can get this back on Photo Contest Pro. And we'll go through the images. And I'll show you the results. I'll make a few comments that I heard the judges say. And there we go. All right, so here is the Photo Contest Pro screen. And we're going to start, as we always do, with the assigned subject, which for September was barns. So I'm starting with Class B. And I'm going to give you a complete run through of barns. Okay. Here's the first image. This is 23.5. Title, Barn in the Countryside. Next image, 25. Hell's Canyon Barn. Next image, 24 points. Appomattox. $24.5. Couldn't weather the storm. 23.5. Old Faithful. 22. Perspective. 25. North Hill Barn. 27.5. Barn on the Hill. All right, here are the award winners. Pick them out. Now for our review. Okay, honorable mention. Couldn't Weather the Storm by Debbie Kazis. Second place, Hell's Canyon Barn by Bill Hoykala. Also second place, North Hill Barn by Roland Levi. First place, Barn on the Hill by Jim Maresca. Jim was not in attendance the other night, but the judges liked the positioning of the barn and loved the atmospherics of the cloudy sky. So this was a very nice shot. All right, now we're going to move on to Class A, assigned subject, same thing. Assigned subject, barns. Now we'll again give you a complete run through. And here we go.
. . 。 . 。 . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . .
right, first image. This is 24 points. Storage barn. $23.5. Wilson Historic Barn, Shelton. 22 points. Barnes. 27.5. Painting the Barn. 22. Barn in Bordeaux, France. 'I have to try to find this one. Guess this is it. 23.5. A barn, a guitar, and a truck. 22.5. Barn detail. 24. Main foliage and barn. 25. Tobacco barn. 25. A tobacco barn. 25. Barn at Buttonwood Farm. Okay, here are the awards. We had 2 honorable mentions. Storage Barn by Art Yost. Main Foliage and Barn by Denise Saldana. 3 second place. Tobacco Barn by Sandy Ballo. A Tobacco Barn by Mary Ellen O'Donnell. Barn at Buttonwood Farm by Janice Ferrara. We had 1 first place. Painting the Barn by Paul Peterson. I mentioned the other night that I took this a couple of years ago, really liked the fact that the artist had his painting almost completed. So it looked pretty much exactly like the real thing in the background. The only thing is that he was not painting the silo in. Maybe he was going to add it later. I don't really know, but I thought his painting needed a silo. So basically I copied the silo from above and moved it to his picture down below. Also, I reversed this image from the way it was originally taken. I like the artist on the left instead of the right. All right, next we're going to go to monochrome. The Class B monochrome. Give you a complete run through again. All right, now for the scoring. 28.5. Black cohosh. The judges really liked the way that this stood out with a lot of contrast between the very white plant and the black background. Pagoda. Oh, I didn't score it yet, but it is Reading Pagoda, and the score is 27.5. "24, Have a Seat." "24.5, Beautiful Weed." "23, Divine Protection." "28, Fuzzy Flower." One or two judges commented about the fact they really liked this and the way that it stood out, and you could see all the little fuzzy hairs on it. The only thing that they didn't like was that leaf in the lower right that was out of focus and white, and didn't really add anything to it. I think that perhaps that could have been cropped out, not cropped out, but cloned out, and it might have made a stronger image, but it was plenty strong as it was. "22.5, Festival." "23.5, Little Free Library." "23, Cologne's Lovelocks Bridge." And one of the judges commented that perhaps the figures on the right were a little too small in the image, that you could have done with fewer of these locks and still gotten the point across, maybe cropping a third of this off so that you had quite a few locks still, but then the figures would be more prominent in the image. Okay, here are the winners. We had one of each. Honorable mention, Reading Pagoda by Jeff Racy. Second place, Fuzzy Flower by Ann Yost. First place, Black Cohosh by Norm Solomon. All right, now we're going to move on to Class A, monochrome. Give you a complete run through. Okay. Here's our first image. 25.5, Connecticut River Museum. 23.5, fishing boat full of nets. 25.5, hibiscus in black and white. 28, lighthouse on the rocks. 27, young girl. 24, Polyphemus moth. 25, ram. 23.5, ready for a nap. 25.5, skilled cooper. 23, Roseland Cottage Bowling Alley. 27, young blue jay loves nuts. 26.5, steeple in black and white. 24, breaking waves. 24.5, wolf. 25.5, osprey taking off. 24, fence line. Okay, here are the award winners. All right, we had one honorable mention, steeple in black and white by Paul Peterson. 2 second place, young girl by Scott Hudkins. Love the expression on the girl's face. Young Blue Jay Loves Nuts by Alice Liang. And 1 first place, Lighthouse on the Rocks by Barbara Vitsky. Barbara was not in attendance, so we didn't get a comment from her, but I love this. Of course, I love Pemaquid. I've been there many times. This is interesting that she captured it without any water, just the rocks and the lines of the rocks leading up to the lighthouse. You can catch a little reflection in one of the tide pools of the lighthouse. Very nicely handled. All right, from here, we're going to move on to image artistry. And that'll be class B to begin with. Now, in this group, we are looking for something other than just a straight shot. We don't tell the photographer what to do, but we'd like it to look other than just a straight shot. So here's the preview. Okay. First image, 24 points. Stone sculptor Adam Kraft. The maker did ask for a comment on this one. I'm not sure that I can remember everything. They liked the toning of it quite a bit, and the fact that it the angle was nicely done, and you can see him looking directly at you. 23.5. Vertical twirl. 22.5. Dragonfly. 22.5. Trains. 23.5. Daisy Pops. 23. Lighthouse Point. 23.5. Fancy Rose. 27. Glass Roses. All right. Here are the award winners. We had 3 honorable mentions. Vertical Twirl by Bill Hoykala. Daisy Pops by Jim Maresca. Fancy Rose by Ann Yost. We had 1 second place. Stone Sculptor Adam Kraft by Roland Levi. And 1 first place, Glass Roses by Catherine Susky. This one, the judges liked the mood of this, the positioning of the main blossom on the left. The other one didn't detract from it too much because it was basically falling apart, and so you couldn't see the whole thing. And like the mood and the toning of the entire photo. All right, now we're going to go from Class B to Class A, image artistry. And okay. Here's your run through. All right, and here's your first image. $24 points. Beach. $22.5. Running on the seawall. $27.5. Elegant curves. 22.5. No swimming today. 23, Artichoke Rhapsody. I think the judges thought that maybe this was a little too light and maybe it was a little too difficult to see the artichokes from the background, that there was too much competition between them, but like the positioning of the artichoke flowers. 22.5, Waves. 28, Crazy Staircase. I don't know that the judges said anything about this, but I can say something about it. I love this image. I love the way that it comes in from the lower left and wraps around, and the color change. I think it's a very striking image. 26, Going Down. 26, Streaks of Color. 26.5, Harbor Painting. 24.5, Emerging Hibiscus. 28.5, Yellow Tufted Trio. 24, Winery Bordeaux. All right, again, we have 1, 1, and 1. Honorable mention, Elegant Curves by Jim Santerre. Second place, Crazy Staircase by Janice Ferrara. First place, Yellow Tufted Trio by Paul Peterson. I mentioned the other night that I still don't know what these are. I find them in bouquets in places like Stop and Shop, but I've tried to ask and nobody seems to know. I guess I'll try online, see if I can find out. But I love shooting these because they've got a lot of texture, but I change the colors quite a bit. I fool around with them and I liked the toning of this one. I think they started out actually orange, and then the base was very green, but I didn't like it quite like that. All right, we are through with that category. Now we went to the image critique, if I can find it. There was only one image in the image critique. But all three judges chimed in on this. They loved the color saturation in this. Loved the fact that the colors in the dresses that the young girls were wearing really matched the background flowers. One of the judges mentioned that she wished that the child in front had looked up just a little bit, and that perhaps her hair, which is so blonde, wasn't quite as washed out as it is. But I think it's a wonderful image. I think it's certainly worthy of putting into competition. Possibly you could try toning down the the very, light colored hair of that girl in front. But, and you could even lighten up her face. The girl behind is just about perfect, the coloration, but very nice image. All right, now we move on to the two biggest categories, Class B open and Class A open. And let me find them. Now, Class B was not as large as it often is because, some people keep moving up from Class B to Class A, and that's fine. We like that. But here are the images that were in Class B open. Here's your run through. Okay. And here are the scores. 26 points. Illuminated Chinese fish. $23 points. Nature's Beauty. 25. Bird Not on a Stick. 25.5. Old Bamberg City Hall. I'm going to say that I love the fact that you've got the sky with that nice cloud to fill in. If it were a blank sky, I don't think it would be nearly as effective as it is. I like the muted colors, the colorful building on the left that takes up most of the frame, and then the bridge and other buildings, the river. It all fits together well. 24.5. Hibiscus. 24. Eastern Tiger Swallowtail Butterfly. 26.5. Big Red. 24. Posing for Monet. 24. Rescued Hawk. 23.5. Crystal Cascade. 26.5. Schönbuhl Castle. 25.5. Soft and Pink. 24.5. Fragile Flower. Okay, here are the awards. We had two honorable mentions: Old Bamberg City Hall by Roland Levi, Soft and Pink by Bev Byer. We had one second place, Illuminated Chinese Fish by Vicky Hackman. We had two first place, Big Red by Bill Mitchell and Schonbuhl Castle by Roland Levi. Very nice images. All right, now we're going to move to our last and largest category, and that is Class A open. There were 36 images. I mentioned to you that people have been moving up, and that's a good thing. So we're happy to have all these people competing. Here's your run through. Okay, I certainly hope I can find these images. There's so many of them. First image. "27 points, building the nest." "24 points, Pink Poppy." "29 points, Cathedral Rock Reflection Pool." "28, Lovely Dahlia." "24.5, Broken Window." "26, Painted Hills Basin." Having trouble finding it. 24.5, Feeding the Junior. 24, Relaxing. 25, Spring Comes to Glacier Bay. 26, sunflower. 28, purple water lily with pond. 25.5, time to reflect. 26, fountain play at Longwood. 24.5, storm passing. 28, red and golden ranunculus. 25.5, Macapoo Point light. I think at least one of the judges mentioned that perhaps you didn't need all of that water to make the point here, and that maybe coming in a little bit closer to the lighthouse might have made it a stronger image, but certainly it's very well exposed and very well handled. 24, Brookside. 24, hummingbird resting. 28.5, Hunters Beach Milky Way. 27, Feed Me. I loved the fact that this animal is just tack sharp and appears to be posing for the photographer. Nice soft background, very nicely done. $25 points. American goldfinch on coneflower. 26.5, gorilla. 24.5, storms are coming. 27, August in the Palouse. 'I can't seem to find this one. Oh, Red Hawk profile. Okay. Hunting. And the score is 26. A long time to wait, but it was a good score. $25, escape. $24.5. Now that's fishing. 25. Eagle. 28.5. Covered in dewdrops. $26. Church reflections. $27.5. Spanish stallion. I love the way that this just stands out from its background. Nice and sharp. All those braids, I should say, very nicely done. $26.5. Looking for dinner. $26. White anemone. $27.5. Angles in Hawaii. $25. Windburst. $25. Hawk number 2469. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. We had 3 honorable mentions. Lovely Dahlia by Sandy Ballow. Purple Water Lily with Pond by Paul Peterson. Red and Golden Ranunculus by Mary Ellen O'Donnell. We had 2 second place. Hunter's Beach Milky Way by Denise Saldana. Covered in Dewdrops by Paul Peterson. And 1 first place, Cathedral Rock Reflection Pool by Norm Solomon. Norm just got promoted to Class A this year. Now you know why. Beautiful image, great reflection. I love it. Love the coloration, love the positioning of it. Great shot. Well, there you have it. Our competition from September. I hope that folks can make it to the next competition, which will be in person again. I am trying to figure out a way to do both the Zoom and the live competition at the same time, but I need more expertise than I have and probably more equipment. But we're going to try to do something simple if possible. So at any rate, that's it for today. Thank you for looking at this.